15-year-old Ricky Henson. He's not been seen in more than 24 hours now. St. Lucie County Sheriff Ken Mascara saying he vanished while playing basketball around the corner from his Fort Pierce home.
Bloodhounds, helicopters, ATVs, and more than 100 deputies and police officers, as well as volunteers from St. Lucie County and all the surrounding communities right now scouring this area for any trace of the 15-year-old.
News Channel 5 anchor Kelly Dunn is live at Ricky's home in Fort Pierce with the latest on this huge search. Kelly?
Michael, I'm in front of Ricky's home, as you said, where he lives with his grandmother and his uncle. He was expected back for dinner last night, right around 5:30, and never returned. This is a quiet neighborhood, Greenwood Drive here in Fort Pierce. Ricky would go around the block and go play basketball. His cousin came out a short time ago and had told us that he was an active kid, 15-year-old boy, loved sports. So it wasn't unusual. There was no fight or any kind of an argument that would have kind of chased him out the door and had him not return. They said they are shocked and terrified as to what has happened to their 15-year-old relative. Now, this search has been all out ever since this child was reported missing. Hundreds of deputies, law enforcement officers from all over South Florida. In addition, though, to looking for Ricky, what they've also been doing up in this area is going door to door and checking on the 60 or so registered sex offenders who live within a 2-mile radius, checking on those people. Where were you last night? What are you doing today? Seeing if anything is suspicious. Family, as I had mentioned, have been coming. You see the cars in front of the home here. Family and friends, neighbors have been coming to check on the people that are inside the house right now and provide them a little bit of comfort as they live through this nightmare. A little bit earlier, about an hour or so ago, the grandmother addressed the media and also law enforcement. And Brian Enton is at the command post where the grandmother addressed the media, and he has that part of our coverage tonight live. Brian?
Kelly, Ricky's grandmother just pleading with the community, begging anyone who knows where Ricky is or anyone who might be holding him captive to please bring him home. Take a look right now at this command center. As the sun sets, it is very active out here, and the sheriff says they will be out here all night long. They're setting up tents and they are ready to go. Sheriff telling us they do not believe the 15-year-old ran away. They are very concerned he is in danger, and they are worried he could have possibly been abducted. Let's go to our video. 15-year-old Ricky Henson missing since yesterday around 5, as Kelly said. The friends who saw him last say he was at a basketball hoop near his house. He left his cell phone in the grass right in that area, which is something his family says he would never do. I want you to listen to what his grandmother just told us.
This message is for Richard.
We want
you home. And if you hear this and can let us know anyway, please call us.
And this is a closer look right here at the command post with almost 100 deputies and officers from all over South Florida. Bloodhounds, deputies on ATVs, and helicopters have been searching all day. Also, state investigators with FDLE are out here right now. One thing they're focused on that they continue to go over is that teen's cell phone. They have gone through the history and they have reached out to everyone that he has been in contact with over the last couple of days, and they are also going through the internet history, trying to find any clue of where Ricky could be. Live in Fort Pierce, Brian Enton, WPTV News Channel 5.
Brian, thank you very much. The not knowing where Ricky is, that's what the cousin told us a little while ago, just the most painful part of this, not knowing, not having answers. I want to bring in Megan McRoberts right now. She's been out in this neighborhood for most of the afternoon, and certainly just unimaginable pain the family has to be in, but I know you've been talking to neighbors and they're feeling a lot of this as well.
Right, this is a neighborhood that has watched this boy grow up. There's a kid that lives right next door, right in this pink colored home next door, about Ricky's age. He's 16. He says they used to go play basketball together. They played sports together. So he says last night Ricky's grandmother actually came over, panicking, teary-eyed, saying, "Have you seen Ricky?" He said no, he hadn't. Even he was confused. So that boy also got in his car. He hit the streets, and since then he's also been looking for Ricky, along with many neighbors out here. So of course an extensive search focused specifically on this street. You can take a look at some of that search from earlier today. Again, bloodhounds being used, law enforcement lining the streets, chopper in the air, deputies on four-wheelers brushing or looking through brush in the woods. We see family continuing to come and go from the home. They're telling us They've heard nothing new, but they are, of course, asking the community to keep their eyes open. And you know, that community or that family especially just trying to stress this is not a runaway. As you mentioned, that basketball hoop is just around the corner. It's less than a quarter of a mile away, maybe just a couple hundred yards away. He always stayed close to home, so this is extremely unusual for him to wander off anywhere else.
Absolutely, and we want to let you know that we have Ricky's picture up on our Facebook page, WPTV Facebook page, and we encourage you to share it. You never know who might have seen this boy again. 5'7", 140 pounds, brown hair, hazel eyes, has braces, and he was wearing jeans and a green T-shirt last night when he disappeared. The tip line 407-902-3081 FDLE. The manhunt continues. We'll have much more live here in Fort Pierce. Kelly Dunn, WPTV News Channel 5.
Also a reminder, you can download our app so you can receive alerts when there are updates in this ongoing search.